Here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Flex round.
From the gun, here's Watson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. William Hayes in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here now, Shane Leckler, 41-year-old punter, to kick it away. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 30. Look at the spin. Balance. An excellent return that time. 26 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. First down, it's Palmer. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd down following the incompletion. Now Johnson shifts by him. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Adolphus Washington able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And taken right on the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On second down, Palmer. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Palmer gets him set. 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. And this is going to be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he spins through. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And tough starting field position here.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And now running right through it. And then he goes with a juke. A big-time play there for the Texans. 68 yards. He was able to set the edge on the left side, and the O-line able to set the edge well, too, on that side. They did a good job blocking out in front.
And you and I both know there's only a set amount of blockers that can be out in front. But didn't it feel like there was double on that play to open up the path?
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw, Watson. And it's caught. A good pickup there at 22.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Denard Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is their 3rd drive right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Out of the gun, Palmer. And his throw here's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. 7 yards remain now on third down. From the gun, it's Palmer. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now Palmer to throw. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. From the red zone now, here's Palmer on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Able to slither by. And now the spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. While we have a minute, we remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
To be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, we'll wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. Watson now to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This is the running back, Blue. 12 more yards there and another first down. we've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go! Man 38! Let's Ohio!
Oh, a nice spin. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
After the run, Watson going to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to Gresham. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Palmer. Screen play, Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Yeah, he He was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Texans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Eluding the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, it's Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. So ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Palmer. And Gresham has it left side. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here's Watson, and he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They pitch it out to Johnson, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line, but how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Now Palmer. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Palmer. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans take possession. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Caught left side Hopkins. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They run with blue. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Running this with a wide receiver, Fuller. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On the carry, this is Blue. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the red zone now, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now it's Watson, buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Watson so dangerous with his legs in college, and nothing's changed here as he picks up the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal of the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They'll run. This is Blue. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. And this offense on third down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Blue. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Alfred Blue, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans can take the lead with an extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And his throw is incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Palmer. Over the middle, complete. It's Fitzgerald. 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And this is going to be incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Watson off play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kareem Martin able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
A very good number, led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had, or the scheme, or both, or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme, attacking, pressure, they'll continue to pile up the sacks.
And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing on third down, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Second down, Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And now, what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And getting a look at the Wildcat here.
Let's go! What? Nothing! What? Nothing!
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Here's Watson, option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's Watson. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And got his man complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Watson, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. Watson trying to get his guys moving.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid.
This is caught inside the 15. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. To the air yet again. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now it's Palmer. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Here we go.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So we raised the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
He's back to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Houston, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
you.